Hi, my name is James Hutchinson, and today I'll be critiquing Erica Goldson's valedictorian speech. We're going to start off with the positives first. The biggest positive is the fact that this is a high school senior, so she's either 17 or 18 years old, and I think we all remember how awkward that stage was in our life, and I'm really proud, that she was able to make it through without having a mental breakdown, you know, and also she spoke very clearly, and she had a well thought out and well written speech. Now, on the negative parts, she did read the speech off of a piece of paper, and this led to a couple of problems for her. One of them one of them is a problem that a lot of people face today. It's called vocal fry and upspeak. It's two separate problems. Upspeak is whenever you talk louder at the end of your sentences, and vocal fry is whenever you speak and you kind of growl your words, like on certain words for stress. I mean, it's a common epidemic, especially among females. A lot of people attribute it to reality TV stars, like the Kardashians, and shows like those, like infecting our speech, and it can be detrimental in the future. And there may have been people in the crowd judging her for it. And another thing was the way she read her speech. Like, she read it clearly, she spoke clearly, but there were times whenever it was almost like she was like sing-songing it because she had practiced it so much to a certain rhythm. But I mean, overall, I think she did good. Um, Now, as far as the objective of her speech, it is a persuasive speech trying to draw attention to the deficiencies in public education. But at the same time, like, it's kind of a backhanded, self-deprecating, motivational speech because at her own expense, she lifted up her peers and classmates, which, I mean, I think it was probably the most diplomatic way that you could do a valedictorian speech. I think she did really good fitting it in like that, and I give her kudos for that, putting that together. As far as her credibility, I mean, there's a lot of credibility that comes with being the valedictorian. If this would have been the guy that had been suspended 3 times and was, failing all of his classes giving the speech, you really wouldn't take his criticism of the public education system so seriously. But someone who has thrived in it and lived for it, calling it out like that, that it's a credible source. And also, speaking on credibility, I did note that she did cite her sources, through different interviews and articles, so she was spot on that. As far as me giving her advice, um, about the only advice I could give her would be maybe if she utilized note cards instead of a speech, but that could have possibly led to many problems because of the complications or the complicated nature of the speech, leaving something out or not delivering it correctly. So I don't know if I would do that. And I would also want to suggest that she work on her tempo and pace. But I mean, you're up there. That's not something, like I would advise her on it, but I don't know if there's anything she could do. There's people who have tried to work on their pace their entire lives that can't get it done. And also, I mean, the vocal fry and upspeak thing. She's just a victim of socialization. It's something that she would really have to consciously unlearn. But I would not give her a bad grade at all. I would, at minimum, I would give her a B. Maybe an A. I'm not a real harsh teacher. That's why I'm a student. But like I said, overall, I see her point. I have a child in the public education system, and you can see that he's programmed. Like, he comes home and tells me, no, the teacher says this. Like, I mean, I'm right too, but the teacher has this, like, incredible authority, like, even over me, his own father. And I see her points, and I see where it's getting worse. So I definitely think that her theme was spot on, and I would like to see some changes. But I'm kind of scared that she was preaching to the choir, because I think most teachers do want to change the system, but their higher ups limit them on it. So I don't really know how effective the speech was, but I think she did a very good job at delivering it and writing it. But anyway, that's my critique, and thank you for your time.